Welcome again, everyone. We're going to go ahead and start our awards. We're really pleased to have you all here and very excited for our first inaugural awards ceremony. So tonight we'll be giving out 3 Impact Awards, which are centered around each of our 3 pillars, as well as our Lifetime Achievement Clement-Fordyce Award. So thank you all for being here to support our 4 award recipients. I also want to thank Shapiro and Raj for hosting and sponsoring our event tonight. So if we could please have a round of applause for them. Thank you for your sponsorship. So Entellus, of course, at the end of the day is about our community and its members, and we're here today to celebrate the achievements of some of our members who give back and advocate in many ways for our profession. So of course there are always many opportunities to get involved. If you're interested in getting involved in one of the committees, you can see myself or Stephanie. So the Impact Awards were initiated coming out of the integration of the 2 organizations and are focused around the 3 pillars. So advocacy, community, and professional development. So we'll have 1 recipient tonight that will receive each of these 3 awards. They're demonstrating exceptional contribution to our field of healthcare insights and analytics in one of those 3 pillars. Examples include an achievement in a particular high quality of work, a set of skills, a creative idea or innovation, expressed in some action within the nominee's work unit or work with Entellus that can be shown to have important and noteworthy impact in one of the 3 pillars of Entellus. The first award that we will be presenting tonight is the Impact Award for Advocacy, and I'm pleased to announce that Curt Freitag, Director at Gilead Sciences, will be receiving this award. Curt has been a member of Entellus and longstanding member of PMRG before that, and over the past several years has led market research and analytics efforts to support the hepatitis C franchise at Gilead, including the launch and support of Harvoni, Epclusa, and Vosefi. In this role, he utilized innovative techniques and tools to create a non-branded and branded campaign in a previously silent disease category. Specifically, in partnership with the CDC, Curt's team developed a multi-channel strategy to increase HCP and patient awareness of hepatitis C as a national and global concern. The campaign was successful in driving millions to request testing, for HCPs to offer testing, and proactively screen. The campaign also educated consumers not only about the long-term dangers of the disease, but also about the myriad of ways that the disease can be contracted, confronting decades-long stigma and ignorance. In raising the overall population's level of health literacy about hepatitis C, hundreds of thousands were diagnosed and subsequently cured of hepatitis C. During the past 4 years that Curt has led the team, treatment of hepatitis C had gone from failure rates as high as 70% to success rates as high as 99%, according to Managed Care magazine. In leading the body of work, Curt advocated for the benefits of market research, pushing boundaries in research design to help his team in understanding patient and unmet needs. Curt was particularly recruited into the organization at Gilead due to his vast patient and consumer experience, and really helped the team to understand the voice of the patient and really propel that forward. In particular, these were patients that hadn't really been engaging with healthcare professionals and were outside of the healthcare community at large, and it was a big challenge to get them to engage and be tested and feel comfortable enough to seek treatment. We collected a series of social media quotes from patients who are today happily cured. One celebrated his cure anniversary, saying, "Harvoni cured my hepatitis C, Hep C free since January of 2015. Life is great." And another patient celebrated hers with an email from her HCP learning that she had sustained viral load, which is essentially a cure. I got my email today. Thank you, God. Thank you, Epclusa. So please join me in welcoming Curt to the stage to receive his award.
Congratulations, Curt. It's my honor to award the Impact Award for Community to Katy Irving from HRW. Katy has single-handedly launched the unit known as the HRW Shift. It kind of goes like this. And back like this. And then back like this. No? Okay, it's good. Actually, that is a way of analyzing data using the principles of behavioral psychology to understand what drives behavior. She was among the first in our industry to recognize the need not just to identify and explain a behavioral pattern, but to develop practical approaches that clients can use to change their behavior. Katy is extremely active in the industry. She attending and presenting at not just market research conferences, but also behavioral and economics science events as well. Behavioral economics is a buzzword these days in market research, but the HRW shift goes beyond just fast and slow, System 1 and System 2 thinking, to apply not only behavioral economics principles, but also those of neurolinguistic programming and clinical psychology. Utilizing this framework, HRW is able to take the analysis much further to offer actionable solutions to their clients based on validated principles. Additionally, they've been able to apply a number of principles of behavioral economics, like sticky ideas, to inform their research methodologies and approaches. Behavioral economics is another one of those hot topics in market research these days, but Katy took this beyond the commonly accepted fast and slow thinking and has made it more of a core offering for HRW, one that influences many of the methodologies and approaches to research as they enhance their analyses. Bucking a trend is never easy, and Katy was met with resistance at times, both from within her company and from outside the organization as well. Katy has worked tirelessly to roll out the Shift team at HRW, so there's a bunch of people that do my awesome dance. Thank you for teaching it to me. She has trained a number of other employees who have now formed the core team. Her work is integral in informing many of the approaches, and she's extremely involved in much of our analysis and ensuring that the outputs are actionable, validated for her clients, based in actual behavioral patterns. HRW can directly attribute many of the project wins to her work, as well as client satisfaction scores at the end of the project, with much repeat business due to the outputs that our team is able to and continuously has. Katy is tireless in her commitment to Shift and has made an everlasting impact on who HRW is and how they think as well. So her cats, Ruby and Reggie, would love to have been here to give her the award. She's stuck with me. So please welcome Katy to the stage. So that was my last dance for the night, just to let everybody know. So our next award is the Impact Award for Professional Development, and that goes to Paul Golota, the CEO of MedSurvey. Paul is the CEO of MedSurvey. It's a company that's focused on assisting at every stage of medical market research projects, from programmers to project managers to moderators and recruiters. The entire MedSurvey team is committed to delivering the best service and data to its clients. This would not be possible without Paul's leadership and emphasis on culture as well as career paths. Key to collaborative culture at MedSurvey that Paul has created are the clear career paths on which many of the team members have taken within the company. Paul has been instrumental in helping build the careers of many of the market research professionals who are now viewed as subject matter experts within their field. One such example is the recent spotlight in the Intellis Young Professionals newsletter of Dominic Coco, feasibility strategist. Paul challenges his team and makes opportunities for advancement available to all those that want it. There have been many hired at MedSurvey who have come in at a junior level role and have proven themselves capable of taking on more responsibility over the years. They have risen in their careers at MedSurvey due to their hard work, but there was also Paul's investment in their development that made all that possible. A few examples of his financial investment have been the Sandler Sales Training and Zappos Insight, culture training, customer service training, and human resources training. Paul hires more people for the person rather than simply just the role, and then he works tirelessly to bring out their strengths. He routinely identifies a person's strengths rather than burning employees out or creating high team turnover. This also involves time and financial investments to help bring out the strengths of a person, which ultimately makes the team function much better. Paul is really down to earth. One great example is that he sits along with the general population in MedSurvey's open concept office. While there are a few private offices in the suite, he doesn't occupy any of them. Paul is very approachable and takes culture very seriously, and he's created a very cohesive team. Now, when I say cohesive, his team was telling some stories today. One of those stories was, as young as Paul is, when he started, getting lists of people may be a little challenging. When people would go on vacation, he'd make them bring back the phone books from the hotel. Yes, that's what he did. But that's innovative, and that's the way things were done, and that's how he became the CEO of MedSurvey. So with that, I'd like you to welcome Paul to the stage.
We'll have our award recipients come take one more photo together as a group, please. Congratulations to our Impact Award recipients. Congratulations again. All right, so next I'm going to talk a little bit about the Clement-Fordyce Lifetime Achievement Award. This year's recipient is Paul Allen, Executive Vice President at Olson Research Group. The Intellis Clement-Fordyce Award brings together two prestigious honors: PBIRG's Mary Clement Lifetime Achievement Award, which has been presented annually since 2002, and PMRG's our Fordyce Award, which has been presented annually since 1999. Both of these awards were named for highly respected researchers and community members within their respective organizations, focused on outstanding service and dedication to the insights and analytics community, as well as exemplary character, ethics, leadership skills, and dedication to company and colleagues. The Intellis Clement-Fordyce Award takes this honor one step further to recognize the lifetime achievement of the best within our industry. I am proud to give this award tonight to Paul Allen. He's been a long-standing member of PMRG and now Intellis. He was instrumental in our recent integration in several different ways, in being a positive and proactive voice. We sought to creatively solve the myriad complexities that came with bringing our two organizations together. It was a multi-year process, and he was tireless in his ability to help us strategically move through this, and also to advance the value proposition of our organization. He was constantly saying that he wanted it to be not 1 + 1, but for us to become something greater than just the two organizations independently. In his corporate role, Paul oversees business development and client services for Olson Research client space. He's the central point of contacts for many clients and is tasked in establishing the research scope and feasibility at the outset, as well as seeing the project through to fruition. His rich consultancy's background sets the tone for his client relationship style. He remains involved in his projects, and his oversight and presence to instill confidence in the research process is a prominent reason why Olson Research forms long-term partnerships with its client. His work on behalf of Intellis and formerly with PMRG epitomizes his desire to impact our industry and work tirelessly to evolve our profession. He's dedicated countless hours to advocating for our profession as a whole on multiple committees and also in executive level positions on our board, and also in working to convince others to join in various volunteer positions and to give service to the organization. Paul possesses an innate ability to finesse client needs, tease out creative solutions, and has been an excellent strategic partner throughout the integration that we went through the two organizations. He has a warm and caring spirit, constantly giving of his energies, and he's been a wonderful mentor to all of us on the board in this process. A lot of his colleagues say that his ability and desire to draw others into the fold of engagement and allow junior members of the team to be exposed to portions of the project and within the organization more beyond their customary role. His capacity to allow others to contribute, ask questions, and feel part of the larger team instills accountability and buy-in from all team members. Above all, his natural sense of curiosity and enthusiasm, both for his work as well as our profession as a whole, is infectious, and his passion relative to this organization in particular is commendable. Please join me in welcoming Paul to the stage.
All right, after Lynn said all those things, it's hard for me to even follow that up. But I'll be short. And yeah, I know, right? Brian says, yeah, short, right. Give me the definition of short. But thank you, Lynn, for those kind words. And thank you, Stephanie and Carol and Heidi and Andrea, for all the work that you've done to create this award by bringing together really the best of the legacy organizations in this, and for setting those standards, and I thank you for that. And congratulations to Katy and to Paul and to Curt for what you have done, and you should be proud of the accomplishments and the things that you do, and the way you've set that bar for your organizations and for this organization is much to be commended. So congratulations to you guys. Frankly, this is it's a very humbling occasion for me, because when I look at the folks that have been recognized over the years with these two awards, it's the contributions that they've made to our profession and continue to make to our profession is really something to be proud of for them and for what they've done for life sciences market researchers, as we all are. You know, I stand here this evening, and I can think of so many people that have been part of so many things that I'm truly thankful for. But maybe first and foremost, you know, I feel really fortunate because I wake up every morning. I'm excited about what the day has in store for me. I'm thankful for the gifts that God's given me that I can share with the people that I come into contact every day. And that's just kind of the way I am and the way I'm wired. I'm also very fortunate to have a very strong support system that gets me through each day. Okay, I got to keep it together here now, right? At the heart of that support is my family. You know, I read this thing like 15 times, and I didn't get all choked up. But they're sitting right here, you know? So come on, bear with me a little bit, right? Yeah. But the encouragement and the partnership that my beautiful and multi-talented wife has shown over the years, you know, giving up things that you give up to a road warrior like we are, you know, missing a birthday from time to time, not always being there for Mother's Day. But, you know, she's always been there to celebrate, to carry me through the tough times and the challenges, and to celebrate the high times. And, you know, for that, being here tonight, I thank you, my love. And it's such a blessing to have my son, Graham, and his wife, Abby, here tonight as well. You know, when all is said and done, it's really about family, right? We work hard, we help people, we work to do what we do, but it's the family that's around us. And honestly, this, in a way, is a family in itself, you know, and I feel that way in many ways over the years, the way we've grown as organizations, as friends, as colleagues. That's what it's really all about, is family. And there's so many people that I could thank. I could rattle off a bunch of names like they do in the Oscar winners, but you know, I'm not going to try and do that, because inevitably I'd leave somebody out that's really had a major impact on me in my life, and I don't want to do that. The team at Olson is one of the best and the brightest professional group that I've ever worked with and have an opportunity and an honor to be associated with. My boss, Chip Olson, has done an unbelievably fantastic job to bring together smart people that really love working together and enjoy everything that they do. And, you know, the leadership of Entellus, you know, Lynn and Brian and Jeff and Paul, and my cohort in crime, where's Heather out there, who, you know, blood, sweat, and tears, Heather Randolph. We worked through all those times of bringing these two organizations together. Thank you for all that you've done, and for the opportunity for me to say thank you to all of you today. And, you know, when they interviewed me and they asked me, what do you think, what criteria did you assimilate most to, or what did you connect with most in how you know, how this award is defined? And that was actually pretty easy for me because it's really about being a mentor and mentoring folks and building the next generation. I did at one point in time try to join the young professionals. They said I wasn't allowed, okay, but nonetheless, it's the young professionals that are going to be coming together to build the next generation of our organization as we go forward. And that's an important thing, and mentoring is just a huge part of that. And sometimes it's you know, seeing that spark in somebody and having them be able to think outside the box, and giving them that opportunity to do things differently than they have in the past. And there's a fellow who did that for me many years ago, and he recognized kind of a geeky guy that was a scientist with a white lab coat and a pocket protector and a radiation badge on. And it was a little bit of help from my wife, who planted the seed, but Matt Fricker, who I have an honor to have here tonight with me tonight, he was the guy who did see that spark, and he figured, if this kid can take a bunch of numbers on a piece of paper and, you know, from a science research experiment, I can teach him how to be an analyst. I can teach him how to be a market research analyst. So for better or for worse, that's what started my career. How many years ago? We won't talk about that. But seriously, it's, people like Matt, people like Richard Vanderveer, Joyce Scott, Larry Levin. I learned market research techniques and primary and secondary market research from those guys. And Richard's still here, and he's still actively involved in things and working with Noah and some of the team over there at ThinkGen, and that's wonderful. So I guess at the end here, and I'm trying to get this short, okay, Brian? I mean, I didn't have any slides, so we're good, right? For those of you who are senior people in your organizations, you're in management positions, the suggestion or the words that I would give you are take a chance on people. Allow them to work outside their comfort zone. Give them a chance to fail. Because, if we don't ever fail, we never really learn, right? You only learn from failing, and you only fail when you're given an opportunity to try and do something that might stretch you just a little bit. So to the management and the senior people, give folks that chance. For the young people that are here, dream. Dream big. Be part of the group, be part of the organization going forward. It's a great profession. I obviously would like to say that. And I just want to, in the end, thank you for deeming me worthy of this honor. I can tell you right here and now that even though it says it's a Lifetime Achievement Award, I'm not done yet. I've got a lot more to do. We've got a lot more to do. We work in an incredible field. To hear some of the things that Katy and Paul and Carl and Curt were working on, be proud of what you do. Be proud of this organization. Be proud of us as professionals. So that's it. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening.
Thank you, everybody. The bar is open again.